notice this. I know it's not a request, but your face is just so unusually unique. I have to draw it. You really don't mind, do you? I promise this isn't a trick. It's just your face is so beautiful. There's just something different about it. I just have to put it to paper. I need to create art with art. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this. I know it's kind of awkward, especially to have something like your face on full display, but you have it on display every day, don't you? I bet you, once you see this portrait, you'll even want to hang it up in your own house. Maybe I should do a few of them. All you have to do is sit there. Yeah, just like that. Kick back, relax, and just let me work my magic with your magic. Looking at you makes me wonder what your parents look like. It's like the perfect combination of features. I can't even explain it. That specific shade of hair, that jawline, those cheeks, those eyes. It's just unbelievable. You look like someone that a lot of people could fall in love with. It's just absolutely mesmerizing, really. Yeah, just look at me. If you can, just keep direct eye contact. That helps. Yeah, just eye to eye. I'll start right up here. I'll start with your hair. I actually love to draw hair. I know that might seem weird, but there's something therapeutic about it. And I'm gonna have fun drawing yours. Even your ears are just so uniquely perfect. Can I ask you something? Do you get your brows trimmed? Really? They're just, I don't even know how to explain them. You look so good. You honestly look like art. You look like art that walked off a piece of paper. I bet you people are gonna want to hang this portrait up in their museums. I guarantee it. That shade of color of your hair, what would you call it? Oh, yeah, yeah. No, I was just, it's so specific. I'm wondering, what color hair do your parents have? Oh, interesting. Really interesting. Do you think you look more like your mother or your father? Oh, yeah, that's so interesting. You know, I once heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I've drawn a lot of people before and I've talked to them about it. I once heard that sons tend to look like their mothers and daughters tend to look like their fathers. Have you ever heard that before? I'm not sure what the science behind that is, but I tend to notice it's kind of true. I've asked people before when I've drawn them if I could see photos of their family, like a family portrait, just so I could see where they got their genetic makeup from. think it's so interesting. There are a few exceptions to the rule. I have met women that look exactly like their mother before. I think it's kind of rare. I also have met people who look nothing like their parents and tend to look just like their grandparent. That's more rare, but it's happened a few times. I wonder if father's genes are just more dominant when it comes to looks. Either way, you seem to have won the genetic lottery. No, I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of faces and I've drawn a lot of faces, and yours is just honestly spectacular. There's just something different about it, even each sharp angle of your face or the softest parts. It's the most wild, perfect combination I've ever seen. I almost want to ask if I can touch your face, but how weird is that? Imagine. Can I touch your face? Can I touch your face? Can I touch your face? It's so weird. I wonder if you've ever been asked that before, though. Has anyone ever asked to drill you? Really? I find that is so hard to believe. The moment I saw you, I knew I was going to ask. I wouldn't say I tend to ask very often. I do drill a lot of people, but it's mainly because I offer portraits and people like them and people request them. I don't go up to them and ask because, well, what if I ever felt the urge to really to, I think it's kind of stepping out of bounds a little bit, but it's kind of like if you were a photographer and you saw someone very pretty or very handsome, just beautiful. It's like moving someone else being taken a picture. It's kind of, I guess, a little bit long, but intrusive. But I think a portrait is a little different in a weird way. As intimate as a portrait is, I almost feel like it's less intimate than a photograph. Well, I say that because if someone were to ask to take a photo of you, that's your actual face in the photo, and you don't know where it's going or who's keeping it. But with a portrait, you know it's art. You know that there's nothing nefarious going on with it. At least I would hope you would think so. I promise I'm not going to do anything weird with your portrait. In fact, you can keep it if you want. I just want a picture of it after I'm finished. I don't want to forget your face. That might sound so weird, but not that I could. I think it's very unique and it would stand out through years. I honestly think that I will always remember your face. And when I draw, it helps me commit things to memory, which is why I don't actually need an actual photo of you, because a drawing it suffices. I do wonder if other people have thought about you often. What I mean is, I wonder if people have seen you and still think about you. I feel like some people have faces like that. I think I thought of a way to describe it. You have a face like a movie star. Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. It's like your face deserves to be seen on a big screen in theaters everywhere. just an actor. What type of movies do you think you'd want to do? There's different genres like horror and action, adventure, comedy, romance, drama, thrillers, forte. Wow, what's interesting about that answer is I was thinking it when I was looking at you. I just knew you'd pick that one. You have a face for it, I guess. Are you sure you're not a model or something? And no one's ever asked you to. Really? Ever? Oh, that's so interesting. I'm just surprised because I feel like if I was this kind of people, right? I just can't believe that. I just feel like you get compliments at least on your eyes all the time. No. Well, you should. Do you think it's weird for people to comment on people's faces? I feel like society's concerned about it, but maybe it's okay. Think about it. If I say something, it's if it's on the anecdote, everyone's gonna get an opinion on the first place twice. Although, I am aware of doppelgangers and lookalikes. Have you ever been told before that you look like a certain celebrity? Which one? Really? I feel like you look uniquely you, but I do know that people tend to tell people that they look like celebrities a lot. I've been told a few times that I look like celebrities. Look at me, can you guess? Which ones do you think I look like? That's so sweet of you to say. I do think that you look like who you've been told you look like, but different. I feel like I said, you look uniquely you. Do you have a twin? Do you have siblings? Do any look like you? I've also heard before that siblings, it's like hit or miss. They tend to either look pretty identical or you can never tell that they were related. I think things like weight are a contributing factor, but typically, maybe celebrities that are siblings that I can tell you about. Um, well, there's the Hemsworth brothers, right? share them if you want. Like, I guess I would say even someone like Britney Spears and Jamie Lynn Spears, if you're told they're siblings, you can see it, but you wouldn't be able to just tell right away, I don't think. When they were younger, they both kind of looked the same, but even then, I know this is getting off topic. I just find it also interesting. Not as interesting as your face, though. Maybe you should consider modeling. You could be a face model. Those exist, you know. I know the art of modeling has been kind of lost since Instagram models came along, but you could still be one. Maybe you could volunteer your face and just go sit at art places all the time and let people draw it. I bet they would love that. Okay, I finished that. Luscious, beautiful hair. Let's move on to the face shape. You have a certain, I can't even define it. It's like round yet square. It's very sharp. You know what I mean? Like when they describe things as like round or oval, it's like a mixture. Okay, so let's do your cheeks. We'll get your chin in here, don't worry, we will fix everything as we go. I'm gonna get your temples and your forehead, which by the way, seems like it's the perfect size. I know that's a crazy thing to notice, but most people either have a large forehead or a small forehead, but there isn't in between. Yours is just, I don't know how to explain it. Let's get your ears in here. You have very nice ears. Have you ever been told that? I bet you haven't. It's kind of unusual to compliment someone's ears, but here I am doing it. Okay, let's see. Can I ask you something kind of personal? Do you have any tattoos? Oh, oh. Well, I've always wanted one, but I don't have one. I would say, if possible, don't put any on your face. Because your face is a work of art. Yeah, I would appreciate some beauty of it. I'm not sure what's going for beauty. I'm just saying, it's nice to have a clear view of a canvas. Okay, let's see. We've got the facial structure here. Let's do the. You know what? I'm gonna do your eyes now. Yeah, those beautiful eyes. What color would you describe them as? Yeah, I would say that same thing with like a hint of I'm not even sure. There's like a hint of something. Yeah, that's it. They almost seem very like they shine. Your eyes look like they have sparkles in them. Like they shine light out of them in a beautiful way. You know, some people they say look dead behind the eyes, you look alive behind the eyes. You know, they say that the eyes are the window to the soul. Do you think that's true? I do. I do. I can't tell you why. It's too sad of a story, but I just hope your light never goes out. very beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the light in your eyes on this paper. It's kind of difficult, so I have to fade out. But if we can do it, of course the paper won't look anything like you. It feels not to the T. You obviously can't perfect or see, but I'll come close, I promise. Thank you again so much for letting me do this. I know it's taking a bit of your time. Portraits tend to take time. Did you know back in the day, before photography existed, when kings existed, they would draw the king's portrait and they would draw those in the family and they would hang them along the walls. It's because they didn't have photographs yet. So it would all just be artwork. And did you know that sometimes when an artist drew a king or a queen or a prince or a princess, did you know that sometimes they would make them look nothing like they actually looked? Because the king or the princess or the queen or the prince, they would want to look really good. And if you didn't make them look good, you could be in trouble. So the artist would draw the best version of them, as in their face, but they would draw their face more handsome or thinner or with better hair or just, they would give them, even their body, they would give them like a better shape or they would just make them more fit, more beautiful. It's true, and I think it's kind of funny if you think about it because that means that the portraits aren't accurate, which makes sense because have you ever looked up a historical figure? If you look up any historical figure from back in those days, some kind of king or a philosopher, anything, if you look them up and you look up their portraits, you'll notice that they'll have about 5 to 10 different portraits where they look nothing alike. And that's because I told you what's being done. Artists will try to make them look different to give them what they want, but they're not drawing reality, which is why all the portraits look so different. That's why if you look one up, you can't even describe what they look like because you could only be looking at one portrait, but the other portrait shows maybe more the real resemblance of them. I'm going to personally draw you in realism to reality. I'm not going to enhance or take away any feature that you have. I'm going to draw you to the T. I know that some people who ask or are hired to draw people, they'll do cartoonery work where they'll draw enhanced versions of features. Like if someone has a larger nose, they'll make it like a beak. Or if someone has long hair, they'll just make it go down and down and down like they're a pencil. Like parody work. I do enjoy that type of work. I don't think I'm that good at it myself, but I do love looking at it. But I'm just going to draw you the way that I see you, so that it's true to life. I could try my hand at some cartoony work after, but we'll see if you're still interested in that. I know you're already going to have to be sitting down a long, long time, and I'm not sure you're going to want to sit down any longer than you already have. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now I have your eyes done. Can you see them on the paper? Okay, don't look yet, okay? Promise me. Promise me you won't look until I'm finished. Just keep your eyes on my eyes at all times, okay? And then once I'm done, you can look down. I promise. I promise you're safe with me. You don't have to worry. I'm gonna draw you to your true beauty. I promise. Well, I've been drawing since forever. Since I was a little girl, I've just always wanted to draw. I would even draw in the sand when we would go to the beach. I would always be drawing with my crayons, anything and everything I saw. I guess you could say in a way that I practice in that regard, but I guess I've just always had an eye for art. I've always just been able to draw what I see. Some people say it's talent, but I think it's just, I don't know, lucky, I guess. I don't think I'm like the best artist in the universe, of course not. Yeah, like when I start to color the photo, it will look more real, but I'm just gonna do a normal sketch here. Just with Okay, so we have done. Okay, I'm gonna do your nose. Yeah, okay, this might be an odd request. Can I touch your nose, please? I want to touch the tip of your nose, please. Can I just, like, with my finger gently and softly just touch the tip? Can I? Can I touch the tip? Can I touch your tip? Okay. I just want to get a feel for how it's shaped so that I can draw it perfectly how it is. Okay. Okay. I feel it. Okay. I'm drawing. I think I got it. I wanted to know specifically where the, like, I know it's like not really what do you call it, like a bone or cartilage. I wanted to feel where it was in your nose. Yeah, I got it though. It's gonna, trust me, this is gonna look exactly like you. I can't wait to draw your lips. I love the shape of them. And don't worry, I won't ask to touch your lips. Although I am curious about how they feel. They look very soft. Maybe I should let you touch my nose and my lips if I'm gonna touch yours. I guess that's a fair exchange. Can I? Let me just finish this right here. Yeah, can you hear the way that my pencil hits the paper? Can you even hear it? You probably can't. Can you? it now? A little louder maybe than before. Okay, now I'm gonna do your lips. Is it okay if I just lightly touch your bottom lip? I promise my hands are clean. You can touch my lip if you want. Yeah, you can touch mine if you want. Okay, I'm just, wow, wow, that's softer than I even thought. That's so soft. Okay, let me draw that. Okay, so beautiful. I bet you're a good kisser. Is that a weird thing to say? I just bet that those lips feel so soft on another set of lips. You're just a dream, aren't you? You sure do look like one. Okay, now, is it okay if I touch your cheekbones? And yes, you can touch mine in response. I feel like we're just touching each other's faces at this point. Can I just want to feel where the bone is exactly, so I can get this perfect. Thank you. Wow. Wow. That is so. Oh, that's stunning. You are so stunning. I'm absolutely mesmerized by your face. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay. I'm drawing the cheekbone now. Okay. Okay. Just like that. And then I'm gonna shape that out a little bit, flush it out. I just have to flush it out. Okay. And now, can I touch your jawline? Yeah, like right there, right by your chin. You can touch mine too. I need to feel. I'm just gonna cup your face like this. Just, okay, okay. Oh, that bone structure. Is so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I just cannot even believe that you exist. No, I'm being so honest. Okay, let's just draw that here. That bone structure is just breathtaking. Have you ever been told that before? You have breathtaking bone structure. Okay, just like that. This might be a weird question, but do you have a family photo? Like on your phone or something that I can see? I'm just so curious what your parents look like. I just feel like their genes must have just meshed and concocted the most beautiful combination of their most beautiful features. Because I just can't even explain the way you look. Like, to say that your face is art is still an underwhelming description. It's not even accurate because it's so much more than that. Just absolutely gorgeous. It's, you almost, I won't even say it. I won't even say it. You almost, okay, I'll say it. You almost look like you're AI. Almost. You're not really a cyborg or something, are you? Yeah, you're not. You're not just really some android who's come to Earth to fool us all. Maybe some alien. It's just your beauty defies the law of humanity. It really does. I feel like I could become a philosopher of your face. I'm so serious. I'm almost finished. I know we've been here quite a while, but please bear with me. I'm almost done. It probably doesn't hurt to sit around though for half an hour having your face complimented, right? I know I'd probably love that, although it might be a little bit awkward if you've never had it before. I still can't believe that people just don't come up to you all the time. You genuinely look like a movie star, like a celebrity, a model, some kind of, I don't know, it's like you have a face that looks like it deserves to be known. When I said you were a dream before, I meant that. You look like someone dreamt you up. I'm serious. I bet so many people who don't tell you it just think it to themselves. Have you had like a lot of partners? Yeah. Do they typically approach you or do you approach them? I'm just curious. I've never been the type to really approach people, but obviously I've approached you. I think maybe I should start doing that more often. Stop leaving it to the other person and just make the move myself. Because then look what happens. I get rewarded. This time I get rewarded by getting to draw that pretty face of yours. Okay, let's see. Okay, we need your brows. Yeah, those beautiful brows. They're so finely shaped. Okay, let's. That's another thing I love to draw, if I'm completely honest. I love drawing hair and I love drawing eyebrows. I just think I kind of have a knack for realistic looking hair and eyebrows. Okay, there's one. Let's do the other one. Just like that, okay. Yeah, let me just shape them out a little bit here. Okay, perfect. Um, let's do the, yeah, let's do the eyelashes. I didn't quite get those on your eyes yet. Okay, let's go back to your ears. Let's do that. God, this is coming together so nicely. Don't look, don't look, don't look. It's not finished yet, don't look. I told you, I'll tell you when you can look, okay? Not yet. We're almost there, we're almost finished. Okay, I'm just gonna draw your neck a little bit just to give this portrait a more realistic structure. You don't just want to be a floating face. Okay, just like that. Okay, just a little more. Just, okay, just like that. Okay, perfect. Oh my gosh, wait till you see this. Wait till you lay your eyes. This genuinely, it's a masterpiece because your face is a masterpiece. I cannot thank I think your face is the best thing I've ever drawn. Okay, ready? Are you ready? I'm finished.